We need change. We need it now. After witnessing what I did yesterday, not only Kurt's shooting, but also the school shooting in Colorado, we need change now. Not only did those two things happen, but the comments I saw after watching Kirk get shot in his jugular, striking a vital artery that killed him almost instantly. The comments of people celebrating the death of a man who rightfully spoke about his own opinion because he had the right to in our country. People were celebrating because this man was shot and killed just because they disagreed with what he said. And that's also the sole reason why he was shot and killed. It's one of the sole reasons. We can't know the full intent, but we can only say that this person that shot and killed him disagreed with his beliefs so much that they decided to take a rifle to his event, chamber around, turn the safety off, and fire it, directing the bullet towards his jugular, striking him in a vital artery, killing him almost instantly. And people celebrating that are vile people. They're evil. That is the lowest form of low you can get. Celebrating that a man was shot because someone else disagreed with his views so much that they shot and killed him. Not only that, but his wife and 2 kids were at the event and witnessed their husband and father get shot and killed right before their very eyes. And people are celebrating that. I don't know how I would feel if my dad was speaking about his beliefs publicly in a public space and get shot and killed in the jugular, striking an artery, killing him almost instantly. I don't know how I would feel about that. Seeing him die in front of my own eyes. I don't know how I would feel about that. But I can tell you that I would not be celebrating a death of a man who willingly spoke to the youth of America and let people share their beliefs, and he shared his back. He willingly let other people speak about their beliefs with him. They had sometimes, yes, they were heated debates, but they were still debates, and they still had civil conversations most of the time. This man was also driven by faith. He believed that Jesus was his Savior, and that he was a sinner, just like all of us. And the fact that he was shot and killed in that way, purely because someone else didn't agree with what he said. It shows a lot about this country right now. It shows a lot about not good things that are happening in our country right now. And the fact that it was after he had answered a question about how many mass shootings there were in the U.S. today, and after he had said these exact words, related or not, including or not including gang violence, hearing a bullet rip through the crowd, after those exact words, before he could even respond to the other person that had said something right after that, he couldn't even pick up the mic again to say anything else, and that bullet struck him. That is absolutely gut-wrenching that someone cannot share their own beliefs safely in a public area around other people that are trying to also have a conversation or listen to the conversations happening. Not only has this happened, or these two events happened, there have been multiple mass shootings. Just this year, there have been 46 or 47 mass shootings, or no, total shootings this year. Most of those are in schools. A lot of them have been in schools. Quite a few of them have been in churches. But a lot of them have been in schools. Not only that, but we also have the stabbing of that woman in North Carolina, where nobody, not a single person, got up to help her or rushed to her aid after that man willingly grabbed the knife out of his pocket, stood up, and sunk the knife into her flesh 3 times. 3 times he stabbed her in the neck. And she laid there in shock and could not breathe in her dying moments, and nobody rushed to aid her. And she had escaped from Ukraine to live, and she couldn't do that in the United States. And nobody got up to help her. In fact, people got up to get away from her in her dying moments. What has the country come to? I will continue to post my religious content because that's my right. I have a right to do that. If you don't agree with it, you can unfollow me. I don't care. I know God and I will still love you the same, no matter what. I do not care. I will not judge you. God will not judge you. Another thing is, people are saying that guns kill people. No, they do not. It takes the willingness of another human being to pick up a rifle, chamber a round into that rifle, turn the safety off, and pull the trigger. It is those things that are purely up to the choice of another individual to fire it at another person to kill them, or with intent to kill. There's never, I don't think I've ever seen a gun fire by itself. In my 18, almost 19 years of living, I have never seen a gun fire by itself without a human using it. Yes, sometimes a weapon might misfire, but that is because a person made a very bad or very poor decision in handling the weapon. They either set it in the back of a car and they hit a bump and it fired because they didn't check to see if there was a bullet in the chamber or if the safety was even on. Or there have been cases where someone has dropped the weapon and it's fired. That's, once again, purely based on a poor choice of another person who dropped the weapon. Guns cannot kill solely. It requires 2 parties. It requires the person who loads the weapon, chambers the round, turns the safety off, and pulls the trigger. And then the gun does the rest. The gun fires because a person willingly put an input to fire the weapon at something. If people can blame hunters for killing animals with guns, how come we cannot put blame on the people that kill other people with guns? It is not the guns that are the problem. Because that woman in North Carolina, she got stabbed. The person willingly sunk the knife into her flesh with a malicious intent to kill. Guns don't kill. People kill people. That's all I have to say. I will continue to pray for this country. I will continue to pray for the Kirk family. I will continue to pray for that Ukrainian woman's family. I will continue to pray for all of the families, friends of all the children, teachers, and teachers who have all either been critically injured or have been killed because someone decided to bring a gun into a school and start shooting in the school. Please let this sink in.